Hello Pisces, welcome back to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back. If you're new, welcome. I hope you enjoy the reading. It's for you and your person, your special someone, your significant other, your sacred union, whatever term you like to apply. It's for you and them. And aspects of the reading will be for you, so qualities coming out for you, but then also for your person, and they may be interchangeable. So you may see what I say about them reflected in your life as well. I'm sort of dealing with the movement of Sun, New Moon, mostly at this point, conjuncting to Mercury, and then Venus is also in the mix, and Chiron. And this will all be in Aries, and this is around about the 12th of April. So the new moon falls on the 12th, and you've got all this other energy there. So also Sun, Mercury, Venus, and Chiron all in Aries. So very strong Aries energy at that time. And this is initiating energy, it's action energy. But Chiron being in there, it will also bring up issues for healing. And this can be from the past, whether it's this lifetime or another, or whether it's to do with your existing lifetime, you know, some childhood issues or maybe past relationship issues. Take it as it resonates, but Chiron will always be about that, the wounded healer. Now on the 15th of April, Venus will move into Taurus, so there will be a shift then. And on the 20th of April, it will be followed by Mercury and Sun, and that is then the official start of the Taurus season. And on the 27th of April, we will have Sun, Mercury, Venus, and Uranus all clustered together, similar degrees. And that will, you know, with Uranus, anything is possible. Then at the same time, we have full moon Scorpio. So that will be an intense full moon, and it will be enhanced by this other energy. We've also got Saturn in Aquarius, similar degree, also on the 27th of April. So that time frame will be very fixed energy. All of those signs are fixed signs. So this is very concentrated energy, and it doesn't like change, the fixed signs. But you know, I feel with the Scorpio full moon, what it will do is will bring up issues within the relationship, but also possibly within each one of you. And then with Uranus in the mix as well, that, as I said, anything is possible, but it is going to be anchored by Saturn and Aquarius. So let's see what comes up for you. Please don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe, as that does help to move the videos around YouTube. Let's see what we've got for you. We've got Pluto, so some sort of cycle shift for you. Gemini for your person. 8th house, 7th house, so definitely strong relationship focus. And then we've got Moon. Bottom of the astrological deck is 2nd house, so this is all to do with income, but also self-worth and values, also your talents and abilities. Let's get some goddess guidance. Let's see. So we've got Sekhmet, Hathor, Sich, Vesta, and Mawu. Bottom of the goddess deck is Mother Mary, expect a miracle. So something that you have sent a request for, you know, like a prayer, or something that you're affirming or you're trying to manifest. Expect a miracle there. Something is going to come in from the universe for you. Let's get a destiny card. enthusiasm. Okay. Let's get a Moonology card. A new start is coming. And you've got the 8th house, so that stands to reason there. Need to put that there. Bottom of the Moonology is Cardinal Moon. Be bold and make the first move. Okay. So let's see. So for you, we've got Pluto transformation and we've got Sekhmet be strong. So Pluto rules Scorpio. So as I said, there's going to be a full moon in Scorpio on the 27th of April. So aspects of this may be affecting you directly. So Sekhmet be strong. This is about you are stronger than you think you are, and your strength assures a happy outcome. So this is about cycle changes. This is about shift, some sort of shift coming in, which is going to create transformation, either within the relationship or within yourself. And this could be to do with something you're initiating, or perhaps your ideas, your beliefs, something that's coming up from underneath. Pluto always deals with things that are underneath, or hidden, or suppressed, or just not coming up at this time. So this is about releasing that, and this can be something you need to say, or something you need to initiate, or something you need to do, or just to clear out for yourself or within the relationship. So take it as it resonates. And this can be a lot of things to do with, Pluto normally rules the 8th house, so this can be a lot of things to do with sexuality even. It can also be to do with how the nuts, if you are together, you may just be already just sort of starting in a relationship, or you could have been married, you'd be married to this person, have a family. This could be a long-term commitment. Just take it as it resonates for your situation. So this can also be, if you are together in a commitment, this can be how is that, or you may be wanting to come together in a commitment. This is saying is how is that going to, the 8th house normally is about how is that going to happen, how is that going to hang together. And it's all the issues, emotional, material resources, and everything to do with that. Pluto can also be a little bit about control. So ruling Scorpio, so there's a few control issues may be coming up, or you may be struggling with things that you have kept under control, but now you need to release in some way. But it can also be about rebirth or renewal, restructuring of some sort. So it's a transformation, it's a cycle shift, or you may be changing something, and the ending of one thing and the beginning of another, or the end of a chapter and the beginning of a new chapter. As I said, it could be a regeneration and a renewal with the path that your relationship is taking. Just see how that resonates for you. In some cases, it can be like a symbolic death. So this can be like an ego death, or it can be aspects of your life or of the relationship which need to be moved on from now. So it's like a growth cycle. That can also happen. And with Sekhmet, be strong. You are stronger than you think you are. Okay, so you can definitely do this. And your strength assures a happy outcome. So this is about courage. So courage is required here, but it's also about having a very strong, victorious vision of success, or just a victorious mindset. And this is about standing strong for that vision, and pushing forward on it. And if you have that vision, if that's what you're visioning and you're affirming in your life, then that is what you're going to project outwards, and that is what you will draw towards you. But it's also about standing strong, and don't let naysayers and skeptics bring you down. That may be happening in some way. Just have courage and stand strong for what it is that you are, what you want to have success with in this situation. Now for your person, we've got Gemini, I think, and we've got Hathor receptivity. So the Gemini energy can be the Lover's card in this deck. So this can be obviously, as I said, with the sexuality aspect of Pluto, that may be coming up. But this can also be, so it's got that Lover's energy in there, but it's also about making a decision. And there may be a decision that needs to be made, or factors need to be taken into account. It can also be something to do with like a soulmate energy or somebody who is deeply bonded with you. It can also be family that may be coming in as well, or they may be under the influence of family members. They may be dealing with siblings and so on. But they may be looking at you as well as being their soulmate. You know, that they could be thinking, because this is for them. So they could be thinking about that. But they could also be wanting to make a decision of some sort. And they may be talking about it. They may want to talk about it. They could also be doing a bit of research. They could be doing a lot of thinking about this. So research, or just trying to understand things, get more information, expression of ideas, exchange of ideas. Sometimes documents and contracts come into this as well. But it's about expression, and it's all forms of communication. So this is written, verbal, it can even be body language, and everything to do with that, what they are transmitting, what they want to say. And they may also be wanting to listen. Sometimes with the Gemini energy, it can be a little bit all over the place. And other times it can be, very focused sort of energy, but it's to do with communication, always important for them. So this is about something that they want to say, and they maybe just be trying to find the right words or to come up with the correct framework for that, or they're thinking about a decision of some sort. Now, Hathor receptivity, this is for your person, allow yourself to receive. This will increase your intuition, energy, and ability to give to others. So they may be needing to listen actually to what you have to say as well. Because with the Gemini, sometimes it's more talk than listening. Details are important as well. They sometimes have so much going on, and they've got fingers in all different pies, and they've got so much happening that it's almost like they miss a few details, or they're so busy multitasking. So this may be that they need to actually be receptive to your point of view, or to factors that are affecting the relationship, or they maybe need to be receptive to this perhaps soulmate energy or lover's energy. Receptivity is always about allowing yourself to receive. So this can also be that you may be wanting to give them love or nurturing or whatever it is, and they need to be open to that. To actually be receptive, because this is a very nurturing energy. And sometimes children come in with this card as well, or the nurturing of children, and maybe that's something from their childhood, or maybe that's something that they're engaged with currently. But it's about nurturing. It's about and that receptive quality, which is a feminine quality. Now, whether this person is a masculine or a feminine, doesn't matter. We have both in us, so they both have to be balanced. And that is basically one of the main aspects of learning in life, is how to balance your feminine and your masculine sides. And so this is tapping into the receptive quality, being able to being open to receiving. So you can give, but it's important to receive in equal measure. So they may be wanting to, or maybe opening themselves up to receiving, or they may have to work on that a little bit. But it's about nurturing, and that will put them in a sort of a secure space once they allow that energy to come in. And then once their cup is full as well, then they can also share. But it's about being open to that, and listening, or doing research, or coming to an understanding of something in this relationship. Then we've got here, for the current situation, we've got 8th house endings and beginnings, and then we've got Sikh quiet time. So with the Pluto rules the 8th house, as I said, normally. So this is the 8th house is always about if you're coming together in a commitment, or you may already be in a commitment, and you may have been in there for some time, you may have children, whatever your situation is. This is about the nuts and bolts of the relationship. How is that melding together? How is that going to meld together, or how is it melding together? And there may be some sort of cycle change or shift or realignment that needs to occur with that. It is also about the ending of a cycle and the beginning of a new cycle, or the end of a chapter and the beginning of a new chapter. So take that as it resonates. It can also be about sexuality. It can also be about birth, and also about death. Now, the death is normally symbolic. It can be a passing over. In some cases, that may be the situation, but it's about usually a symbolic death, like the death of the ego or some aspect of the relationship or of this, like the cycle. That cycle is finished, and now you're beginning a new cycle. So, and it's about birthing that new cycle, or in some cases, maybe actual birth. So take it as it resonates for your situation. It's also financial matters come up in the 8th house, so that may be an important impact on this relationship. But I feel it may be just the reorganization or the rearrangement or the realignment of how things are working at this point. Material and emotional resources. It can also be handling other people's money. Maybe you're handling each other's money, or there's some aspect of that needs to be realigned. And it can also be, a big finance. This is normally investments, insurances, banking, accounting, tax comes in as well. All of those big things, assets of all kinds. It can also be inheritance and legacies. So you may be wanting to create a legacy. If you've already been married for some time, you have children, you're wanting to create a legacy, then this is about how is this going to occur now. So all of those matters come in with the 8th house. It's also about the increase of psychic awareness. In some cases, that may be the situation. With quiet time, take some quiet time alone to rest, meditate, and contemplate. So I feel there's some decisions that need to be made here, or some realignment that needs to occur. And there's like a meditative pause which is occurring at this time. You may just be, both of you or one or either of you is going through this contemplation phase, which is basically a form of meditation where all the angles are looked at. You're going within for guidance. And it could also be that maybe your person is quiet at this time, or you are quiet at this time, and that is affecting the relationship. So just take it as it resonates. But it's saying that there's great value in this quiet time, and there's this contemplation and meditation is going to produce answers, and even prayer. And you've got Mother Mary here. Expect a miracle. So I do feel that this, whatever you are praying about, requesting, or envisioning, or just communing about, getting divine guidance on, will be answered. But that quiet time is important to go through with this, especially in the 8th house. 3 and 2 is 5, so I do feel that May is going to be crucial for this. As I said, Mother Mary, expect a miracle. Have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. So, expect a miracle, Mother Mary energy. So, whatever you are hoping for here, or whatever you are wanting to work out, send out your request. Have belief that it has been answered, and then let it go. And let the universe deliver the very best solution or solutions to the situation. Detach from an outcome. That's the very best thing that you can do, because as soon as you attach to an outcome, it blocks the flow. So send out your request in good faith, and then have belief that an answer will come, or the prayer will be answered, and then let the universe answer the prayer in the very best way for you or your situation, whatever it may be happening. But have faith. That's very, very important. Now it's saying here, a new start is coming. So new moon is always about new starts. It's a clean slate, and you kind of, it's kind of like a potential as well, or dreams may be manifesting. Something may be taking flight, or it's like you're kind of rearranging things to have a fresh start. And I feel that could very well be the case because of the 8th house energy, and a new moon is very indicative of that. So we have a new moon 12 April, as I said, that is in Aries, and then we have the full moon on the 27th of April, and then we have the next new moon, which will be in Taurus, and that will be on the 11th of May, and then we have a lunar eclipse on the 26th of May. So quite a lot of moon energy, but a new start is coming in, and this is going to be important to either refresh the energies, or it's some kind of cycle shift and a new beginning is happening, or you could be bringing in or changing something to make a fresh start, or a new beginning, or a clean slate, whatever the energy is, whatever is appropriate for you. Now, we did have 8th house, which is a finance house, a money house. We've also got the opposite house of the 8th house is the 2nd house, which is also a money house, but it has other aspects to it. So with this situation that is unfolding at this time, 2nd house is always about your income. So that may be affecting the relationship, but it's also about your self-worth, and it's about your value systems and your inherent abilities, talents, and so on. So I do feel that money matters are being affected somehow with this. And it's also about your value systems, what you value. So with the situation in the world, or in the last year and a half, this is all about realignment of values. All right. And for many people, this is a lot of things have been let go of, a lot of ideas have come and gone, or what was valuable in the past is no longer valuable. What's important is home and family, or whatever the situation may be. So there's like a realignment of values occurring. And this is worldwide, so don't feel alone if you are caught up with that. But it can also be, values to do with material things. What is important and what isn't. Ownership comes in with this as well. And this can be property. This can be material things, actual like cars and things in the home, but it can also be land, and also property as in physical homes. Now, whether those are investments or whether that's where you're living, and your person has got Gemini, I think, so there's some sort of decision, and Gemini is about communications, but it can also it rules the 3rd house, which normally is about contracts and documents as well. So there may be something to do with that coming in. Some realignment from a property point of view or a land point of view, ownership of things, some realignment. And integral to that is self-worth. So this is self-worth for either one of you, or how you may be feeling in the situation. Self-worth always comes in with the 2nd house. So this comes in to do with any sort of cycle shift, endings and beginnings, end of a chapter, beginning of a new chapter, a new beginning, a new start. All of this does affect your self-worth. So just do what you can to build that up and bring in the security and the stability. 2nd house is a growth house. It's about growth. So all of those factors will come in as well. Now we've got here, for the advice section, we've got a Vesta home and we've got 7th house partners. So the 7th house is about your one-on-one close personal relationships. In this situation, it is the actual relationship. So that's important. And this is coming up, it's going to be a focus in April. But you've also got Vesta home. So this is indicating some sort of shift in the home. Now, whether this is, it says here, your household situation is improving either through a move or a healthy change in the occupants. So just apply it to your situation. It could also be a renovation or some kind of change, within the home. You're making it better, or upscaling or downscaling, or whatever the situation may be. Apply it to your situation. But it's saying that it's a positive thing, whatever is occurring. It's a positive situation, and something is improving from what it was before. And you can also bring this energy, this creating a home. You can actually make it a more loving place. Put your energy into it. Put your you've got enthusiasm here, so put your enthusiasm into your home, whether it's a new home, or you're changing something within the home, or perhaps somebody has moved out and now you're realigning the home, whatever the situation may be. But put your energy and your enthusiasm into that. Make your home your castle. So this must be your palace, your beautiful place where you go to feel secure, to be where you feel that you can be yourself. But also you can make it a romantic place, or a loving place, or both, or just a creative space, whatever is right for you. But make sure that you put your energy into your home, and that is going to enhance your relationship. That is going to make it better. Or make your home a more inviting place. I mean, you may not be in a full commitment yet. You may still be setting something up, and you want to make it inviting for you and your person who may not be with you at this time. So put your enthusiasm and your energy into creating your home as best as you can, as happy and as loving and as attractive and appealing as possible, because we spend a lot of time there, but this is time that is sort of where you go to dream. It's also your rest. It's also your loving section. It's also your family section. It really is the heart of the home, is hugely important. So make sure that it's working for you, and that will enhance your relationship. We've also got here, be bold and make the first move, cardinal moon. So this is an energy, initiation energy, and it's saying that in some way here, probably to do with the home, or we'll get later on to this discussion and see, but this is saying that there's something needs to be initiated here. So I feel that's to do with your actual home environment. You need to make it as appealing and loving and family oriented, or just beautiful, whatever is your interpretation for the home change coming in. You need to give it a boost, redecorate, or whatever the situation is, but be bold and make the first move. This is action energy, and it's going to help your situation, take it and make something from it. Create something which is going to be lovely and happy and wonderful for you and your person or your family or whatever the situation is. And that will boost a lot of things, a lot of areas in your life. Your hearth and home are important, and this is your bedrock. Everything else comes from there. We've also got, for the sort of potential or outcome, we've got Moon Soul, which is very much about the house and the home as well. It's all domestic issues come in with the moon. So I do feel the moon is, the home, your home is very, very important at this time, whatever you're initiating or doing there. So make it your castle. This is where you are, this is where you go to be secure, and where you can feel and be relaxed and be at one with yourself. And so create it that way. And it's also about your emotions. It's also about your emotional cycles, your emotional life. It's also about your habits. So I do feel that, with the second house coming in here, and you've got Mother Earth, there's land or property issues coming up with this, but it could also be about creating a garden, or making, as I say, make your home your castle, and make it as beautiful as you can, but also it's your grounding space. Your home and hearth is your bedrock. So the moon is all about that. It's also about, you may be gathering pieces from like antique stores and things like that. You may be bringing that in depending on your tastes. But it can also be bringing aspects from the past. So this can be items from the past. It could be an inheritance, or it could be from your granny, or whatever it is, but bringing in aspects into your home which are important for you. But it could also be that a bit of nostalgia and sentimentality. But I do feel what it is, it's about nurturing yourself, you and your person, or your family in your home, your security. This is your castle. This is where you go to relax and be yourselves. And so that's very important. It's a nurturing energy. It's about food and diet and all of those lovely nurturing clannish things. And it's also, about birthing. So you may be physically birthing, or you may be, as I said, birthing a new home environment. And all of those aspects come in. It's about emotional life, instincts, intuition, all of these things. It's also about building up resilience as well. But ultimately, you need to make it your place, your go-to place, to get away from aspects outside of the home. Now, with Maui, Mother Earth, you are called upon to help with environmentalism. So that is a side issue to do with this card, but I do feel it's about grounding. So you need to ground yourself. With the moon energy, there can be a lot of emotional stuff going on. So whether it's nostalgia and sentimentality, or whether there's just a lot of emotion, if you are moving home, or if your children are moving out of your home and you are now downscaling, just apply it to your situation. There can be a lot of emotion with that. This is things like sentimental things that you own that are now, you're parting with, that your children may be taking that with them, or you may just be rearranging something, and it's going to bring up a lot of emotional situations. But it's saying you need to ground yourself. So do grounding activities, spend time in your garden, or walking on the earth barefoot. Also get your hands in the soil if you have a garden, or if you've got potting plants. Do whatever you can. You can do grounding meditations. You can actually also get involved with environmental situations, whether this is a charity or a cause that you're passionate about, something to do with the environment, something that takes you up, lifts you up, and you feel like you're actually contributing as well. It can also be within your home, removing things from your home which are not helpful, like toxic things, toxic chemicals, or things, if you are changing something within your home, you may be releasing items which have sad memories attached to them, or you just feel that you don't want them in your home anymore. So release them and recycle them, upcycle them, whatever the situation may be. Somebody else may actually love that item, whatever it is. So release what is not working for you, get rid of the toxic things, have a good cleanup, and make it a grounded and loving space, but a healthy space, and make sure that you've got items in there. Bring a bit of feng shui in, do whatever you have to, but make it a place of peace and good health and nurturing, and create a garden or a nice balcony garden, whatever is your situation, and that will help to ground you as well. You need to ground yourself, and being a Pisces, that's water sign, and you need to make sure that you are grounded and that you've got boundaries and all those sorts of things in place, but you want to create an environment which is steady, which is solid, and which is your go-to place when you need emotional comfort. And I feel that is what you're going to create here with this energy. Okay, Pisces, I hope you enjoyed that. Please take care. Have a wonderful month. Please don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe. And I will see you next time. Take care.